New Despy video.
Who is it?
No idea. I'm sending it to you now.
This is the cold open. Welcome to the Graps podcast. We are now watching a video for the Despy Invitational for the first time. We're trying to figure out who it is.
Oh, this is very disappointing. Actually, I can already see who it is. I already like. Look at his fingers. Look at the way he's doing his fingers.
I'm not gonna know who this is.
You are. Well, probably not because you don't really watch New Japan as much. But
who the fuck is that?
ELP. He does the.
Anyways, welcome to the Graps podcast. Fuck out of here, that shit. We are going to do an AEW Dynasty predictions episode. I am Rainbow, that is Khalid. Firstly, I'd like to say, if you saw a video of a full podcast that we recorded with no audio from me, no, you didn't. So Dynasty is this Sunday. I guess firstly we can go over the Collision and Rampage cards very quickly. Because Khalid said they're stacked. I haven't given them like a full rundown, but let's... Hirsch versus Sky Blue is on Collision. This is the Collision card. Powerhouse House versus Question Mark.
It's either gonna be a squash match or
it's gonna be a squash. It's gonna be a squash. Yeah. Brian Dennison, Claudio Castagnoli versus Konosuke Takeshita and Kyle Fletcher. That'll probably be
in a bunkhouse brawl.
Yeah, in a bunkhouse brawl match, which we figured out is some like cage match down south, Jim Crockett Promotions shit. But they're probably not gonna do that. It's probably just gonna be like tornado.
I don't think they're gonna have the. They're not gonna have the cage.
No, definitely not. No.
But like the way the match is supposed to go is not like supposed to be wrestling. It's really not supposed to be wrestling. It's really supposed to be like a brawl. Like there's barely any moves really getting done. It's just a lot of just pure hands, strikes, things like that.
Realistically, everybody in this match besides Kyle Fletcher is like an elite brawler. So I'm okay with that. That sounds fun. The Acclaimed and the Guns are not wrestling on this card. FTR and Pac versus the Elite. Kazuchika Okada, Matthew Jackson, and Nicholas Jackson. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That should be. Oh, you know what I mean? And then Adam Copeland, Eddie Kingston, Mark Briscoe versus Action Andretti and Top Flight.
That's gonna be a fun little match, just a little.
Be all right, By the way, I should clarify that the Acclaimed and the Guns actually are wrestling on this card. I just don't want to talk about it.
Just won't be watching the match.
But yeah, that looks like a very, very, very solid night of professional wrestling television.
And then
WCW Collision looks awesome.
Rampage on the same night,
right after, directly after Collision. Kyle O'Reilly and Kyle O'Reilly, Matt Menard, and Rocky Romero versus the Undisputed Kingdom, Matt Taven, Mike Bennett, and Roddy Strong. I love everybody in the match in ring besides Matt Menard. But I mean, I'm sure it'll be good though. The
Pen Eater. It's all good.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Emi Sakura versus Yuka Sakazaki. Fuck yeah.
Match fucking gonna be the women's match of possibly the whole weekend.
Possibly, yeah. Actually, not even possibly. It is going to be match of the weekend. It is. And then the high flying 420 elimination 4-way match. Rob Van Dam, Isaiah Cassidy, Commander, and Lee Johnson.
This is going to be crazy.
Lee Johnson getting on TV. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, that's great. That's wonderful. This is going to be ridiculous.
Yeah, it's going to be... I assume RVD is going to come out just absolutely fucking gone. Out of this world. And then the match is going to fucking probably... struggle because of that, but... He came out... The last match he had... I don't know if he was just really high, but he fucking... That man was gassed.
What was the last match he had?
Wasn't it like it was the Hangman, RVD, somebody versus
Hook. It was Hook. Yeah.
Samoa
Joe and
and Swerve.
Brian Cage and Swerve.
Okay, yeah, there we go. Yeah, he was fucking gassed during that match. So,
I think he was he had some matches like at the not AEW of course, but he had the match during WrestleMania weekend versus Mike Bailey.
That was a pretty good match actually.
Yeah, it was a pretty good match.
Fucking Bill Alfonso was out there.
Yeah,
Jerry Lynn was the ref. That shit was awesome. I almost bought a ECW foam finger today from Stats Pages, but that shit was $23. No. Anyway, the 0 Hour. The Acclaimed versus fucking Bullet Club Gold. If the Acclaimed, I'm not even kidding. If the Acclaimed win this match, I'm not even fucking running now. I might need a break from wrestling. I'm dead serious.
Paul Levesque fan guy.
Bro, I said wrestling in general.
You know, it's on me.
Kevin Owens bled tonight, by the way.
I did. I saw that, yeah. But it was to the hands of Tama Tonga.
Never openweight champion, brother. Did you see that somebody posted a YouTube comment of like, they were talking about Mox winning the championship and they were saying that he didn't deserve it. And then somebody said WWE just signed the guy that deserves it. Also Bullet Club Gold is going to win. My fandom is depending on it. And then Trent versus Matt Sydal. Trent's going to win, but I am pretty excited for that match, actually. People on Twitter were like, Matt Sydal's 0-11. Shut the fuck up, pussy. God damn.
This is a 2015 PWG classic right
Absolutely,
here.
Yeah. She would fucking rule in Reseda. All right. I'm sure there's probably going to be more matches on the 0 Hour, but whatever.
There's probably just going to be one. There's Shibata and Orange Cassidy versus Lee and Shane Taylor.
Right, I forgot about that. I'm very excited for that one too. That one's going to be fucking awesome. I hope OC and Shibata win, but we'll see. I'm going to pick them to win. But okay, starting off, AEW Dynasty, the actual card. Bless you to whoever that was. Hook versus Chris Jericho for the FTW title. I'm going to be respectful here and not go on a fucking crash out.
Like you always do.
Yeah. I apologize in advance. I was watching Wrestle Talk today. But it was like a predictions episode. So I was like, I'm curious. Usually when they're just talking graps, they're not completely insufferable. They might be wrong. But
yeah.
But Ollie Davis said, it was both Luke and Ollie, that it like not in like kayfabe wrestling sense, but just because of who Chris Jericho is, it wouldn't be surprising if he won, because he wants to win like that one title that he never won or whatever the fuck. And that got me thinking, like, because of the segment on Wednesday, it wouldn't surprise me if he did win, and it like kind of convinced me that he is going to win.
That's an interesting take.
Because like, I don't like the story, but thinking about the story just objectively, the segment where he pushed Taz, and then like this guy winning the title, and like he's going to have a new faction, sadly. Like him having the title and like Hook trying to get it back from him or whatever the fuck. It would make sense. Sadly.
Who do you think is gonna be in the faction?
It's gonna be Jericho, obviously. Danhausen.
Okay.
Dude, what do you mean? Jerichohausen. Have you seen the figure? Khalid, go, please. Hold on. I'm putting the podcast on hold for 2 seconds. Hold on, guys. Ringside Collectibles. There is a fucking Jerichohausen figure. It is detestable.
Oh no.
Oh shit, dude. It's so ugly. I don't think it'll show on here really. Fuck. Hold on. I'm gonna send you a picture of it.
Yeah, send it to me.
Maybe I'll turn my brightness down. Look at that. I'll send no. Hold on. I'll send you a more HD picture.
No, I don't.
Yes.
I don't.
Fucker, I fucking made a whole thing of this on the podcast. You're looking at it.
I don't.
Check your DMs.
Oh, that is so.
It's
God, that is nasty.
awful, dude. It's fucking horrible. I forgot that shit existed. I went on Ringside because I wanted to see if there was any other like ROH Bryan Danielson figures than the one that I'm gonna pre-order. And dude, it was just holy fuck. Very bad. Okay, anyway, sorry. Who's like realistically, who is going to be in the faction? Let's actually think about this though.
If Jericho were to have a faction, who would be in it? Another one. This would be his what, fourth?
There's the Inner Circle, JAS. I guess it would just be his third.
Nah, because there was the one before the Inner Circle and the JAS. The first one, the first one. That had Ortiz and Santana.
That was the Inner Circle.
Sammy. No, the Inner Circle was when he went with MJF, wasn't it?
No.
So what was the one he went with MJF?
The Inner Circle was Sammy, Santana and Ortiz, Hager. I think that was it.
I think.
Are you thinking of the Pinnacle or whatever the fuck?
Yeah, but then they came together like during the COVID. They had the together thing for like.
I don't remember that at all.
You don't remember that?
I remember like the musical thing that they did.
They were like together for like a month-ish.
Well, I don't fucking care this much actually. Let's go on to the next match. AEW International title, Roderick Strong versus Kyle O'Reilly. Now here's a match I do care about. Ollie Davis said that this match doesn't belong on the card. What's that, dumbass? That's a stupid take.
Where does it belong then?
Oh, dude, he actually said this could have made event to the Battle of the Belts. What? Bro, you stupid? Jesus fucking Christ. Anyways, I'm very excited for this match though. I hope they fucking throw it back to, whoa, pause. I hope they, bring back the good old days. Fucking 2013 ROH, just run it back, dude. 25 minutes.
Just run it back. Yeah.
Jesus, dude, this guy in the CMLL broadcast. Are you watching?
No.
Look like a fucking serial killer. Anyways, go ahead. Sorry.
Fucking. Well, first off, that was a very, very stupid take by that young man. Old guy. Ollie Davis, whatever his name is. Yeah. Fucking loser. Anyways.
Jesus.
Um, this is something that goes back to this is literally like probably like a 10. They haven't wrestled each other in like 10 years, I think, or something like that.
It's been a long time.
Yeah.
I might have wrestled like in like pandemic NXT, but I wasn't watching that shit, so I don't know.
Yeah, I wasn't watching. I don't know if they did. I mean, let's see real quick.
I think it's pretty clear that Roddy's going to win.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't mind Kyle winning, but if he did win, I would look at Roddy's title reign as a complete disappointment. I really thought that this shit was gonna like be a moment for him to actually start wrestling weekly, having the matches that we've been wanting to see. That is not what happened. Not even close to what happened. He's had a match on Rampage and Battle of the Bells. What? Yeah, I am very excited for it. I'm glad that Kyle Riley's on pay-per-view. He deserves it.
Mm-hmm. I'm so confused on how he said that this match doesn't belong on the pay-per-view. That's so stupid. Like, well, anyway.
If he would have said that this could have main evented a bigger episode of Dynamite, I would have been like, okay, sure. Like, if he meant like this could have like main evented like a Fighter Fest, I would have been like, yeah, I could see that.
Mm-hmm.
But then he said Battle of the Belts, and I was like, dude, what are we doing, bro?
Like
respect these two, you fucking bitch.
You can really tell, like, with some of these tapes, you can tell who's not paying attention. You can really tell who's not paying attention. Because anyone who watches AEW for real and has seen Battle of the Belts knows that a feud does not end on Battle of the fucking Belts.
Yeah, like,
who the fuck is
the thing is,
like,
I think that Wrestle Talk is a company that uses clickbait to get views. I don't think that they are like inherently anti AEW or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
There are other places that do that though that I think are inherently anti AEW. Cultaholic is one of them. Those guys are fucking shameless. But I don't think Wrestle Talk does it. But like today they had the news story this morning came up. I was like getting ready for work and it came up my feed or my YouTube feed and it said Tony Khan on stepping down, and it was like the picture of Tony Khan like with his finger on, he's like yelling into the mic or whatever.
Yeah.
And then it said like Khan on stepping down or whatever. And I was like, that's like generational clickbait right there. Holy fucking shit, dude. That's crazy. Yeah, stupid take. Anyways.
Fuck.
AEW Continental title match. Kazuchika Okada versus Pac. Another just.
Bet this could have went on Battle of the Belts as well.
True. Should have opened Battle of the Belts to BH. No, but seriously, just another fucking like incredible match graphic that we've gotten. That's like, if you told somebody this in 2019, they would have been told you, shut the fuck up. You know what I mean?
You could have told them this literally any year ever, because Pac has been wrestling for a long time, and so is Okada. So it's like, you could have said this in 2015. Somebody would have been like, "What, bro?"
If you said like Pac and Okada are gonna wrestle for a title for a company that doesn't exist yet, they'd be like, "What are you fucking talking about, you schizo fuck?" You know what I mean? Like, yeah, this. All right, Flip Gordon's on my fucking laptop. I am shutting that shit. But yeah, no. Anyways, I was gonna say something, but I don't want to get into that. Yeah, this is very excited for this match. Okada's winning. The thing, a lot of these matches are like,
you can kind of tell who's winning, and
yeah. Besides,
I say besides the Danielson Ospreay match and the 6-man tag, because I kind of don't know who would win that either.
It could be House of Black, right? I'm gonna give away my prediction, but
I mean, like that's my prediction, but I could see Face is winning. But
I think House of Black is winning, and that is going to lead to Malachi versus Cope for the title. And I wouldn't mind Malachi winning. We'll see, I guess.
I wouldn't mind him winning, and then it becoming Daniel Garcia versus Malachi. Wouldn't mind that.
Yeah, can Malachi just fucking wrestle? Can he not do this dumb fucking lore shit and be like, you know, Daniel Garcia, you don't have any friends. That was the entire FTR feud. Was you guys had no friends?
No one loves you. No one loves you. Join the House of Black.
Yeah. Shut the fuck up. Anyways, see, I mean, I guess that's the sick man done. That was like 2 matches ahead of the order that I have it on, but whatever.
Oh yeah.
For the Continental title match, though, Okada's winning for sure.
Yeah, Okada's winning. They should definitely get a good amount of time. Let them. This probably be the only time we'll ever get the singles match. So
yeah, probably.
Let them get about 20.
How old
let them get about 19.
Is Pac?
35, probably. 37.
He's 37. Damn, dude.
Yeah, he's as of this year, he is a 20-year pro.
That's fucking wild.
It's very wild.
Started wrestling in 2003. Fuck's sake. AEW Women's World Title match. Toni Storm and Thunder Rosa. Man, this is build for this has been very unfortunate.
Yeah.
This match is gonna fucking. I'm not gonna say it's gonna suck, but it's not gonna be good. That's for sure.
Yeah. If this build could have been a bit more personal,
my thing is like
then
the whole build should have been about Thunder Rosa never lost the title. That should have been the key focus of the entire build. It was part of the build.
It was part of it,
but
like around like the end, like that one promo she cut.
It wasn't the entirety of it, and then she cut that fucking promo where like the crowd was behind her, not like figuratively, but like literally the camera shot. The crowd was behind her. And it was just bad. Like it wasn't good. And then eventually that she did mention, I never lost that title. And it was like the last like 2 weeks of the build was about the fact that she never lost the title. Should have been that from the get-go. Like
should have been that.
But yeah, whatever.
The only thing I'm hoping for this match, I really don't even care who wins. Just as long as somebody comes out afterwards. And get a definitive challenger. Thank you.
Talking about Mrs. Jamie Hayter, or
I mean, it could be Hayter, it could be Stat, it could be somebody. I just need somebody to come out there and just be like, hey, you ladies don't know what you're doing. Double or nothing. Me and you.
God, I hope it's fucking.
I mean, like, yeah, would love it to be Hayter.
I miss watching her wrestle so much.
Yeah, I do too. The only bad thing about Hayter returning is that like Baker's gonna be back, so it's like what? Unless Baker is like back to like how she was like 2020, where she was like actually watchable, like promo wise and wrestling wise.
The thing is, I don't like the whole narrative that like Britt Baker was like she towards the end of her run, like before, she wasn't good, but she also wasn't healthy.
Yeah, she wasn't.
So it's
healthy,
like I think, I do think that just she declined generally. I'm not gonna like hold it against her too hard, because if she had like a back injury and it's kept her out for this long, I mean, I can only assume that somebody with that kind of injury is operating at less than what they usually are. So like, I'm interested to see.
I think that is what she had. She had like a back injury.
It was like a lower back injury.
Yeah. I mean, in like honestly, like in ring, even when she was healthy, I didn't hold her to like a crazy high degree because she's a actual good heel. Like when it comes to the females division, she is a good heel. So she for a heel wrestler who can also talk on the mic and really just yeah.
Don't say female Khalid. Come on now, brother. Jeez Louise. Anyways, go ahead.
Women's division.
I wasn't being sarcastic there. I was being genuine. I was just correcting my friend, okay?
Fucking she's
a good heel. She's actually a good heel.
Yeah.
When it comes
she's a good heel, so she doesn't need to be crazy in the ring.
Yeah.
Just when she comes back, just
I hope she's not with Hater.
I can't help but think that she is, but hopefully not. But she probably will.
Hater's too good to be like a. I don't think that I wouldn't look at her as like a secondary in that sort of partnership or whatever. But I feel like a lot of people would, and she's way, way, way too good for that. So
yeah, even when she came in, it was like a lot of people saw her as a secondary because she didn't talk, and
like at that point she was a secondary.
But she was already a better wrestler. She was already
yeah, definitely, yeah. But like
she was already
how they presented her, she was already a secondary.
Yeah.
Now, former women's champion, she like rose, like the fucking fan base loves her. So it was just, it wouldn't be smart to bring her back with Britt, in my opinion. But yeah, Toni Storm is probably winning this match. Okay, realistically, it's not realistic. I'm just being biased. Queen Eminata should come out.
That'd be cool. It's just like, would you want to put Eminata in with these stinkers?
Yes, she can kill them. Not literally.
Kill them and then lose. Because that's exactly probably what would happen.
No, I'm booking the territory, so she would win, actually. So.
Okay.
Oh, man. No, you're right. But like, in a perfect world, you know what I mean?
I would. I mean, like, yeah. I get what you're saying, but I would rather have her come in at a time where it seems like she's probably going to win the title, kind of like a Swerve situation right now, where it's like, oh yeah, he's getting the title, like she's getting the title.
I just remembered that.
Yeah. Hey.
Not gonna bring it up.
Yeah, I'm not gonna bring it.
Sorry, guys, inside joke. I
had to turn the volume down.
Okay, brother.
Oh man.
Anyway, sorry, I lost completely.
Yes, it was so bad. But yeah.
6-man tag team. Oh, we already talked about that. Fuck.
Yeah, we did.
AEW World Tag Team Title Tournament Final Ladder Match. The Young Bucks, Matthew Jackson and Nicholas Jackson versus FTR, Cash Wheeler and Dax Hardwood. Young Bucks via, however you want to pronounce it. Jack Perry return. That's what I'm going with. That's what everybody's going with, seemingly.
Yeah. FTR on the ladders. A goat masked figure comes into the ring, pushes the ladder over. Crowd is fucking raucous. They are like rather. Well, they're either booing heavy or they're cheering out the wazoo.
Probably cheering, and then booing on Dynamite.
Barry. Fucking takes the mask off. This long-haired, bearded man, known as the scapegoat, Jack Perry, looks in the crowd, smiles. Bucks climb up, win the titles. Boom. We have our fourth man in the elite.
You know what? Jack Perry's entrance should be for his like return on Daly's place. He should get.
I seen someone say that he should get the Nano 210 theme, but that was pretty.
No.
Pretty chill.
I was gonna say, you know how he does like this thing where he's like getting crucified? He should fucking be lowered from the fucking rafters on a cross. Like a psychopath. That would fucking rule. Never mind. Not one of the shirt I thought it was.
You're gonna make it. You're gonna piss off the fucking Christians. You're gonna get AEW.
Oh, what the fuck ever. You remember when people got mad when
Adam Cole had
the fucking what a bunch of fucking nerds. Huh? Get a life. Fuck's sake.
One of the most pointless. I mean, most of the Adam Cole discourse is like so stupid, but that one was one of the worst. It was one of the fucking worst. Like,
because like, do you think that Adam Page and Adam Cole sit down and were like, "Let's own the fucking Christians"?
Like what?
You're a fucking moron, dude.
So stupid.
I mean, it was like most of the people that were mad at it was like Brad Shepard. You know what I mean? Like just. Actual fucking incel fat fox. That's all it was.
Most fucking pointless fuckers
JD
ever.
from NY. Shut the fuck up, rat. All right. But yeah, no, the Young Bucks are winning this one. I'm excited actually. Actually though, I think we should get a belt on Perry next. Because
I think
hey, hot take. Maybe not hot take. Not really at all. He should be Adam.
Oh, Copeland?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like
that'd be.
I don't want him to be Roddy. He hasn't done enough. Roddy needs to fucking keep his belt for a little bit longer. They should introduce another mid-card title just for him.
Okay.
I think it'd be like 4 mid-card titles. Anyways.
Christ.
Speaking of mid-card title, AEW TBS title House Rules match, Julia Hart versus Willow Nightingale. I think this is gonna just essentially be a squash. Because Julia was reported to be injured. She was in the match on Wednesday, but she didn't do anything besides punch Willow and put her in the Heartless. So yeah, I think this is going to be like Dr. Bomb 1, 2, 3 done.
Yeah.
Pretty like if they go past that, it'll be pretty reminiscent of Tony versus Jamie at Double or Nothing last year, where it's like a very short, just get it over with kind of thing.
I think if I remember that match right, I think they even like worked on Hater's shoulder, like Tony worked on Hater's shoulder. Yeah, like threw her into the steps and shit. So if we can probably just like honestly, all you probably need was just like a pounce, and then like boom,
a pounce or like, I mean, it probably wouldn't look good just because she wouldn't want to risk injury, but like throw her into the ring post or something with that shoulder, something like that, or just do the steps again if it's like safe and they can do it. I feel like that's something that a lot of fans don't realize is that AEW, even when the wrestlers aren't cleared, the wrestlers will go out there and they'll be a little physical. Mercedes did it, Jamie did it. I feel like Julia's gonna do it. I mean, there's no better example besides fucking Kenny. Kenny, after his world title reign, was a fucking
Danielson,
man. Danielson with the eye patch. I mean, it's
legendary run though.
Oh my god,
C2 run. C2 run Danielson was.
She was incredible. Dude, I saw fucking Danielson and Brody King live. Anyways, but yeah, I know in WWE when the guy's like, well, besides Cody, and Seth, when the guy's not like all the way cleared, most of the time they don't do anything. But AEW is a lot different in that aspect. But yeah, Willow's winning. Do you think Chris turns?
Ooh,
It's a very difficult one because, like, especially it would have to be after Willow wins,
yeah,
which makes sense. Chris lost to Julia. You know, well, Julia beat
Willow.
Chris to take the title, right?
Yes, you know.
My God, she had to have 100%.
Yeah,
She
she
beat her
did.
at Full Gear,
Yeah, she did.
bro. I've never been more convinced. Chris is turning.
Yeah, I mean, like it would. If it doesn't happen here, it's gonna happen Double or Nothing. But
dude, everything about the story that is being postponed to Double or Nothing. By that point, I feel like it's gonna be so cold. Am I stupid?
It could be. It could be just depending on how they decide to do it. Because if they like keep Chris off TV until Double or Nothing, and she's turning nowhere, it's like,
yeah,
oh wow, like huh. But if they have like Willow is doing like, say she's doing like weekly defenses or something like that, and then Chris is out there, but like she's like slowly she's almost costing Willow like a loss or losing.
Yeah.
And then Double or Nothing, it happens, but this time it's like on purpose.
You
like,
might be right because like they've hinted at Chris turning, but it hasn't been like overt. If they want to use the next month leading up to Double or Nothing to make it a little more obvious, I could see that. Yeah, or like more like maybe in like a bunch of backstage segments. In the background, you can see like Chris and Trent talking to each other. Chris and Stokely talking to each other, maybe stuff like that, or maybe even like Chris and Mercedes. I feel like that'd be kind of cool. Like Chris talking to Mercedes in the background, or like I think a couple weeks ago, Chris did an interview backstage, and she was by Mercedes' locker room. So like,
wasn't when Mercedes got attacked and Chris was outside the locker?
Maybe,
right?
Yeah.
Was it?
Could have been.
Yeah,
I'm not sure. But like that kind of thing where like, she keeps being seen just near Mercedes' locker room, and then at Double or Nothing, she costs Willow the title. Mercedes turns heel, which is where she should be. I don't know if you necessarily want to use Chris as her big. Chris is too good for that. Chris is too good to be the Wardlow in this situation, you know?
Yeah. I was thinking more of a. Well, honestly, I wouldn't even have like Chris even just paired with Mercedes like in any way, like for like now, or like just associate with each other, because once the turn happens, then it's just a Chris Willow thing.
Yes.
And you can probably turn that into like these are two women who have no problem working a hard match, whether it's no DQ or whatever. So you can get a blood
killer DQ match.
Exactly. They could have a like if we get like a Chris beatdown Willow segment and leaves Willow bloody.
Oh my God, bro.
What?
I need that. I need that. That would be fucking awesome. Yeah, I'm like kind of, yeah. So maybe Willow or maybe Chris isn't turning it. Maybe I'm getting ahead of myself. Either way, I'm fucking. Right now, I love this story. Where it could go, I would love. It just depends how they do it. I do think that like there is a world where Chris ends up teaming with Mercedes, because I do think eventually Mercedes is going to lead a faction. But I think there's a world where that works, where Chris is with Mercedes. I just don't want it to be like Chris, you know, like Wardlow, he would like hardly talk, and he was just there to do like he would do jobs for Mercedes. It shouldn't be like that. It should be more of a like. I mean, it should be more of like an Okada Young Buck situation where like there's no hierarchy. Like they're kind of just they're usually a part of a group together. They work together. They do tag matches together, maybe that kind of shit. It could work. They just gotta do it correctly. Which I feel like I'd say about a lot when it comes to AEW today, but whatever. So yeah, Will is winning that. Next up, I'm actually like, I don't know who's winning this. I know you kind of already. I think we did our predictions on the episode that I messed up my Mac on. No, I didn't. But Bryan Danielson versus Will Ospreay. You think Will's winning, right?
Yeah, I think Will's winning. No, Danielson is, bro.
That's the thing. Is like, I think in storyline sense they could do something where like Will doesn't win and then he has to like prove himself. That'll make him even more of a babyface. But I don't trust Bryan Danielson to be the guy where he's like, I'm going over. You know what I mean? Like,
it literally, like, you can't even imagine Danielson even saying like, oh yeah, please put me over Will Ospreay in this match.
Yeah,
like this, it just.
If fucking Bryan Danielson was like just a little bit more political, and he actually had some fucking titles in AEW, I think the run would be like just that much better. But the matches are
the fact that the fact that this run, like, since Bryan has gotten to AEW, first of all, is like one of the best runs I feel like
in pro wrestling.
Like consecutively, one of the best runs in history, and to do it with no title, no title
insane.
At all, having no title be a part of any feuds. All the feuds are purely based off of who is better. Are you better than me?
He's had feuds for titles. He wrestled Hangman.
Well, yeah.
But like, it was just,
but
I mean, the MJF stuff too. But it's like,
yeah,
I just, why couldn't you just like all those pictures of him like walking up to titles and like looking at, like, he has a very specific picture. I think it was during the AEW World Title Eliminator Tournament for Full Gear. There's a picture of him like walking up to it and just looking at it, and I'm like, bro, a Bryan Danielson world title run would have been fucking generational, dude. Come on.
I truly think if Punk would have never came, he probably
maybe.
I think if Punk would have never came, he probably would have got the title. Like somewhere in that time frame where Punk had the title, so like Double or Nothing, Forbidden Door, Danielson with the title there would have been disgusting.
I don't know. I guess it's a very big what if situation, but all I want, like, before he retires, something. Like him winning I genuinely really thought that he was gonna win at Revolution against Eddie.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know. Too. But yeah, I'm gonna go Will. But I do think the more interesting thing is for Danielson to win. Me personally. That's probably not what's gonna happen, but whatever.
Who do you think is Danielson's next big match gonna be? Who's he not fought in AEW?
Well, there's a difference between like big match on the level of Ospreay, and then there's
I'm saying like Double or Nothing, like his next big match, which will probably be a Double or Nothing.
Yeah.
Who do you think? Who do you think is gonna be in Vegas?
That's hard. I don't know, because I was saying like, there's a difference between a big match to most people and then a big match to like us. Big match to us
would have been like Pac, because that's the first thing I thought of.
I feel like Pac is probably a bigger match to a lot of people. I was gonna say like Dragon and Roddy. Like that to us, that's a fucking unbelievable dream match. Roddy or like Kyle, that kind of thing. Yeah.
They haven't ran Roddy and Danielson since 2007, 2008.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost been like, legitimately, it's almost been 2 decades. It's fucked up.
I was finna cook something up crazy. 4-way, Roddy, Kyle, Danielson, Shibata. Oh my!
I'm not gonna lie, you lost me at 4-way.
Oh my god! Oh my god! 4-way, a 4-way tech match go crazy. I don't care. 4-way tech match go crazy. If somebody else was in place of Daniel Garcia at the one last year, where it was Shibata, Zach Garcia.
Orange.
Who was the last guy? Orange. If there was somebody else in place of Garcia, and probably Orange too, that match would have been crazy. I mean, it was already a good match, but that
keep
match.
DG in there just for his Orange. Honestly.
I mean, you can keep DG, but if he didn't have his dance stuff, if he was Red Mask DG.
Red Mask.
Yeah, Red Mask, yeah.
Red Death?
Red Death, yeah, whatever.
What is Red Mask?
Well, because he used to rub the blood all on his face.
Did he?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
You don't remember that when he...
Was it on the Indies?
I mean, like, a little bit of Indies, and then, like, during that, like, semi-push for Daniel Garcia, kind of.
Because I'm stupid, I don't remember.
When he was fighting Danielson, I think. When he was fighting Danielson all the time.
Dude,
one time.
You know what's crazy? I remember this the other day. The promo where CM Punk came back and was like, Hangman Adam Page, the apology needs to be just as loud as the disrespect or whatever the fuck. That was the same episode that Daniel Garcia beat Bryan Danielson. That was the main event of the show.
It was?
Yeah. And I feel like people don't talk about that shit enough because that match was fucking phenomenal. I watched that match in my sister's apartment the day before I left for Colorado. That's when I remember that. That shit was... Because I remember I remember hearing the Punk thing and just going like, what? The fuck are you talking about, bro? Fucking senile. Anyways, enough Punk talk. This guy stinks. Fuck this guy. This guy sucks. Okay. I didn't order an action figure from the other day. I didn't do that. AEW World Title match, Samoa Joe, Swerve Strickland. I tweeted out that the build for this, I feel like, peaked too early.
When did it peak?
The contract signing.
Yeah.
Because everything since then has been just kind of whatever. I mean, like the angle, like the go home angle, if they would have swapped this angle, someone's calling you.
Yeah, great.
If they would have swapped this angle with the go home angle, or this angle with the contract signing, I mean, I feel like it would have been perfect. Because like Swerve jumping off of the fucking top rope onto all those people was badass. He landed on his feet. He like slowly rised. It was awesome. But and if they did that like 3 weeks ago, and then this week they ended it with Swerve bloody as fuck, laughing into the mic, going, "I love this shit," I would have lost my mind, and I would be like, I'm still interested in the match. To be clear, to be very clear, I still want to see the match. I am still somewhat excited for the match. But if that was the fucking last thing I saw before the match, I would have been like out of my mind excited. I do hope that we get some fucking Sam Joe blood, please. That'd be awesome. But I am going to say that Swerve is going to win, and Nova on Twitter is going to owe me Whataburger. So.
Yeah, he was very known to make that bet, but
yeah, it doesn't really make any sense, but you know.
Yeah, he's a very silly guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a silly fella.
He's a character.
He's a character, all right.
Do you agree?
At least I hope he's a character. Yeah, Swerve win, absolutely. If you're saying otherwise, I think you've been watching WWE for too long. And I mean, there's nothing else really go about that. I mean,
yeah, it's pretty like straightforward. I just like
pretty straightforward.
Who do you think is the first challenger?
I don't know. I don't really know. I honestly, I would probably have it be someone from the C2.
I think your phone's falling.
Oh.
I can like see it slowly going down. Sorry.
Yeah. The fucking weight distribution is off. My God.
No, but yeah, if there, first pay-per-view challenge, because first challenger could just be like a world title eliminator match, and it's fucking, whoever.
I would prefer it to. Hold on, let me make sure. Did Swerve lose anybody in the C2?
Mox.
Was that the only person he lost to?
Yeah. Well, no, he didn't win. Oh, it was the 3-way. It was Mox, Jay White, Swerve. So technically he lost to Mox twice, but he didn't get pinned the second time.
Okay. Yeah, I would say I would.
The fuck are you doing? Sorry.
I would honestly say
Mox doesn't really make any sense because he's an IWGP World Heavyweight Champion.
Yeah, double title Mox would actually elevate me to
God.
another.
I would lose my shit.
Yeah.
I feel like Hangman's probably a pretty realistic answer. Having that main event to pay-per-view. I think I mentioned in the episode that I messed up, but I didn't actually mess up, and I'm not talking about anything specifically, actually. I want them to do that match, but do like steel cage. I feel like these two would like elevate a steel cage match like crazy. I mean, the steel cage match concept is already like treated pretty like covetedly in AEW. It's only brought out in like very rare occasions. So I think it's perfect for this kind of feud.
Yeah.
But who were you gonna say?
I I would like for it to be Jay White. The match they had in C2 was fire. Why?
He's the trios champion, brother.
Okay. Yeah.
Did you see how he lost to MJF? Dude, he sucks.
It's too fucking bad. I mean, there's nobody else who could really contend right now. Who's like who we know is on TV. Nobody is. I mean, who's on like the rankings right now? I think it's Takeshita. Like that, they're not gonna run Takeshita.
Why not?
Why not? Because it's AEW.
Yeah,
when
right, actually.
Yeah. And you didn't.
We were just talking about him, Bryan Danielson.
I don't think they do that either.
He would lose.
Yeah,
but oh my God.
I mean, it would be a crazy match. It would be like, yeah.
Like
they could definitely do that.
Him, like doing it like my one last chance to win the world title kind of thing, and him like the desperate veteran, like he's trying to cling on kind of thing. Even though he's still incredible, so like the clinging on thing isn't really like he's not the guy from The Wrestler. Like he's not like the actual veteran, like deteriorating or whatever. But
yeah.
God, it would be awesome. He would make that he would cry. Oh, brother.
Definitely would.
I need that actually. Fuck Hangman. Stay off TV. I need fucking Bryan Danielson. I've convinced myself. To be clear.
I also think it's getting around that time where AEW starts to do like their they start getting into like full factions, like beefing with each other.
I think the fucking Blood and Guts is going to be Don Callis' family and BCC.
That's what I was thinking too. I was thinking the same thing, but like I would like for it to be on a kind of a bigger scale. Like I remember on the Go Home show to Forbidden, I think it was last year, where the last match of the night was Mox and Tana versus I want to say was it Jericho and somebody else? It might have been Jericho. I can't remember.
You said it was Mox and Tana versus 2 other people?
I believe so. Well, no, not last year. Last year, either last year or the year before. I can't remember. I really can't. But I just remember the closing angle of the show. Like Minoru Suzuki came out. I think Lance Archer came out. Eddie Kingston came out. It was just a giant clusterfuck as like a final like beatdown angle before Forbidden. That shit was fucking great to me. I loved it.
Listen, I'm sorry to.
What?
Sorry to interrupt.
What happened?
So I posted a tweet.
Okay.
The Saint, he asked where people would rank Danielson, Shawn Michaels, that is, and Kurt Angle.
Oh yeah. I seen that. So you had blanks in between people. Like, yeah.
But the thing is, like, I don't mean there's 4 spaces between Dragon and Angle. I don't mean there's 4 people between them. I'm just saying there's a big space in between them. Like they're not close.
I thought you were saying there was 4 people in between.
No. So I replied to somebody and I said I don't think Shawn Michaels or Kurt Angle are in the GOAT conversation. And now there's people like begging for my top 5.
I mean,
the thing is, if I gave them my top 5, they would hate me. I don't even know what my top 5 is, but like, it's Dragon, it's Punk. Sorry, that's
definitely derogatory.
It's Vader. They
eat you alive.
Exactly.
Oh
that's what I mean.
They eat you alive, yeah.
I don't want to put like Mike Awesome or Takeshi Morishima in there. I adore those guys with all of my heart, but it's like a different kind of thing where like they had a very specific run where I was like, these guys are fucking world-class talents, but they didn't do enough to like actually, Yeah. So this thing is, I don't know who the other 2 are. Those top 3 are pretty locked in though. Dragon, Punk, Vader. Not in that order. Punk and Vader will probably switch. It'll probably be Dragon, Vader, Punk. Who are your top 5?
Like ever? It's probably Danielson, Kenny,
Mark,
Sawa, Kobashi, and then fucking
Kobashi's probably in mine too.
Yeah, it's Danielson, Kenny, Sawa, Kobashi, and that last slot that could go to.
There's like, the thing is, you think about it, it's like there's Prime Tana, Prime Okada, fucking Prime Shibata.
Yeah, like
fuck me, dude. That's a hard list.
Like I would love to put Shibata in that last slot, but like to me, Shibata would be in that last slot. But if I were to tell somebody else that Shibata's in that slot, they would not understand why he is there.
That's the thing is, like, I hate people that are like, "What's your top 5?" And if it's not like fucking Cena,
WWE guy,
Hogan,
like
shut the fuck up, shut up.
It's so super.
I hate when people like the Mount Rushmore conversation where it's like Hogan, Taker, Austin, Rock. No, man. You know that clip of Tyler the Creator when he's talking about like people talk about like their favorite rap albums of all time.
Yes,
and he's like 15-year-old kids are like, I love fucking Illmatic or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Shut up. Like, what's your taste? That's the exact feeling I have like to this. It's like,
it's so
you have the people that got you into wrestling. The people that are like they wrestle to your style. That's why, like, I don't think
it's called your Mount Rushmore.
Yeah. I don't think objectively that Vader is a top 5 wrestler of all time, objectively.
Mm-hmm.
But for my tastes personally, that guy delivers some awesome clubbing blows. So he is actually. Like this guy just said, drop your top 5, brother. We're not going to jump you.
And then go look at this count. WWE repost.
No, it's just. Never mind. Yeah.
How did I know?
Yeah, like it's a lot of stuff about the Rossi situation, which I mean, we're not the podcast to talk about that. You know what I mean? Guy's probably a pedophile.
Oh, he definitely is. He definitely
that,
is.
You know what I mean?
He definitely is.
But yeah, I just it's you know.
Yeah, like I'm well we're already done with the Dynasty stuff.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, now we're just talking Graps.
Yeah, when it comes to like talking to people about like my favorite and who I consider to be great goats and whatnot, I'm especially on Twitter, I'm doing scouting. Right? I'm scouting your account. If I look through your account, if I can go to the search bar on your account and put in New Japan or just Japan in general, I can just start putting in random names, and I'm seeing nothing. I'm seeing no reposts, no retweets, like not even nothing in the likes. I have nothing to say to you about said wrestlers. I do not.
The thing is,
not nothing to say.
If somebody is like, they only watch WWE, fine, whatever. You eat slop. I'm not gonna like actually judge you, but
you only eat McDonald's. Great.
But if you then make fun of somebody else because they have people from Japan or something or Mexico in their top 5 all time, and you're just racist, which a lot of them are, they end up being just racist, like you're a piece of shit, and you fucking stop talking about wrestling because you're a dumbass.
Oh my god!
Oh my god, dude! That guy.
Which one?
Somebody. Well, Darren put out that list, right?
Mm-hmm.
And somebody said like Terry Funk over Shawn Michaels is crazy, and I was like, in what world? Have you only watched ECW stuff? Like, the only wrestling you watch is through your fucking Peacock subscription? You fucking dumbass. Like,
that's what I'm saying. Like,
that's wild to me. Like, in what world is Terry Funk like Terry Funk is you know what? That's probably 5 in my list. Is Terry
Funk? Yeah.
So it's Dragon, Vader, Punk, Funk, Kobashi.
Yeah,
that's my fire.
That's fire. That's a fire 5. You wouldn't be ridiculous to say that at all. Wouldn't be ridiculous at all. That wouldn't be ridiculous. It's just like my whole problem with it is like just like in any wrestling like talk in general, you have wrestling fans, and then you have WWE fans, and I don't think people really understand how that works, and that WWE is the only place where that shit kind of really only applies to, because everywhere else,
to an extent,
because like to an extent, yeah.
Like there are those fans out there that are like only AEW. Those fans are just stupid. Like, of course, those fans are just as dumb. You should never like claim a company. I make the joke all the time about like Matt.
How you doing? How's it going? Hey.
Fucking psychopath. About like Matt Hardy or something where I say get out of my company. It's not my company.
Yeah. I
don't say people come to AEW. They go to AEW. I don't fucking work there. But like, you know.
Yeah, it's but like with WWE, they take it to an extent that no other fan base is really, or no, it's not no other fan base is doing it. It's at such a mass. The amount of people that do it is like
it's cultish.
It's very cultish. It's very bad, and it's even worse when you realize that all of these people, majority of these people, you became fans during the Vince era. Okay, you didn't start watching in 2022.
Yeah,
been watching. So it's like your reasons for liking the company is coming from probably one of the worst men to ever own a wrestling company, and to ever own like a billionaire dollar business ever.
Yeah.
So it's like when you're going out there and you're putting out these takes like, oh, yo, fucking New Japan Shinsuke is just he was really on it.
Yeah.
And then,
or like that tweet where it was like, new LA Knight move, and it was like a crucifix driver. Come on now, brother.
Don't piss me off. Like really, like don't piss me off. Do not piss me off.
Come on.
Do not piss me off.
The thing is, like, yo, I don't want to say that like you shouldn't talk about a specific topic in wrestling if you're not informed.
Mm-hmm.
I do it all the time. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not informed about everything I talk about.
Mm-hmm.
But I also don't act like I am. Like, when I talk about stuff that I'm not aware of, I do a lot of prefacing where I'm like, correct me if I'm wrong, or like I might just be talking like ignorant or something. I might be a dumbass, you know? I mean, I'm a dumbass is what I'm trying to say. But like the other day I got into like a debate with a guy about Andre the Giant where I was like, I don't think he's like top 2 all time. People that think I thought that everyone kind of settled on the fact that like a lot of his like his iconicism comes from the fact that he was so iconic. Like the fact that people like rate him so high is because he was like such a draw, such a figure in the history of wrestling, not because he was good in the ring. Because I have seen like most of the stuff of him just not doing that well in the ring because he was, you know, no fault of his own. He was a massive man that was just deteriorating. But like, then that guy mentioned like, I need to go back and watch his stuff, like territory stuff, and then also his stuff in like France. Which is
he did some stuff with Baba for a little bit.
I know he did some Baba stuff. I know he did a match with Hanson. Yeah, I mean it's just
it's like his the problem with Andre the Giant's like in the way he's remembered is that since it's just WWE, when you're looking at that stuff, his body is literally at like 25%.
That's the thing. Like, that's the thing for a lot of those guys. It's like, you think of Jim Duggan, you don't think of his shit. You don't think of his shit like Mid-South where he was fucking like, bleeding buckets and he was having same thing with like Ted DiBiase and Jake the Snake. You don't think you don't think about these like crazy matches they were having in like Mid-South and stuff. You think of fucking whatever the fuck. Like, it's wild. It's crazy how like, I mean, to a lesser degree, like Kerry Von Erich, where he was like this huge star in Dallas, where he was like the main draw of World Class Championship Wrestling, and he gets to be fair, he gets to WWF, and he fucking chops his foot off, you know. So like, guy fucking wrestled with a prosthetic for half his career. So like, I get why he wasn't pushed to like his full degree, but they see him as just like the Texas Tornado. He's like the highest he ever gets is mid card. That's the kind of thing where it's like all these guys are like so much more than they've probably been realized in WWE, especially Jake the Snake. I know he was supposed to win the world championship, but then fucking Hellwig had an issue with it. Fucking Ultimate Warrior, you stupid bitch. Fuck you. Rest in peace. Anyways, he had an issue with it and he didn't drop the title to fucking Jake Snake. Otherwise, he would have been a world champion.
Such a loser.
Such a fucking loser. Imagine cutting a promo about your memory lasting forever and then dying. L.
I was so confused when that shit happened.
Dude, the thing is, I went to WrestleMania 30 and then I got to school on Tuesday after I watched the promo on Raw. And my friend Michael came up to me and he goes, "The Ultimate Warrior died." And I was like, "No, he didn't. Shut up." And he was like, "No, literally, look." And he fucking gave me the WWE.com article on his iPad. And I was like,
1966 to 2016. I was like,
it was
what?
2014, by the way. But,
No, 2014.
oh, wait, it's right there. That's my ticket.
Wow.
Thanks. Hey, I deserve that. Maybe that was fucking wild. Anyways, my point with the entire Andre the Giant stuff was that when I was talking about it, I was making sure that he knew, like, I haven't seen that stuff. I'm talking about this. Like, this is what I've seen. I'm not as informed as you. So, like, if you want to discount my opinion, fine. But this is where I'm coming from. But yeah, a lot of those fans, they don't do that. They talk about, like, they say that they say that fucking Tama Tonga should be the IWGP World Heavyweight Champion. They haven't seen a Tama Tonga match. They saw Tama Tonga debut. They chanted "Holy shit," and then they commented dumb shit like Tama Tonga should have been the IWGP World Heavyweight Champion.
Stupid. It's so dumb. It's
the
so
same thing with, like, I feel like a lot of WWE fans, like only WWE fans, they see a guy with face paint and they're like, that was me with fucking Prince Devitt. Because I wasn't aware of Prince Devitt when he came into NXT, and my dad had to take me to the doctor, and so I was in his office at his work, and I had my stupid iPad, and I was watching Fergal Devitt entrances from random British indies when he came out as like Venom or whatever, and I was like, this guy's up next. I wasn't wrong, but yeah, it was like. So they see Tama Tonga in the fucking Gorilla's Destiny or whatever in the face paint, which admittedly was badass.
It was cool.
Face paint looked cool as fuck. They see that and they're like, "This guy's a star. He's got it made."
When they debuted Kenny and the Bullet Club, like Carl Anderson was in the ring cutting the promo with Taguchi in there, and then they had all the Bullet Club surrounding Kenny. And then everyone had face paint, even the Bucks. The Bucks had face paint on. That shit looks so. That shit looks so fucking.
That's the thing is, like, I'm saying that WWE fans are like this to an extent. I agree. Like, face paint when done correctly adds a lot to a wrestler. I mean, let's be totally honest. Face paint was 80% of Jeff Hardy's career. Am I insane for saying that?
Yeah. No. Well,
because like,
no,
I'm not saying Jeff Hardy was a bad wrestler. I'm saying that like most fans became a fan of Jeff Hardy because they see him come out and they see his cool ass face paint, and then they see him jump off something really high, and they go, "That's him. That's the guy I like."
That's
him.
That's him.
So like, that face paint is like, it's a very valuable thing.
I mean, like face paint ruled in the 80s and the 90s. Almost everyone who was over at the time, if you were not Hulk Hogan or Ric Flair, you probably had face paint on.
Yeah, it was like probably Sting, Legion of Doom, like fucking Warrior.
Warrior. Like everyone who was like big face paint.
Kamala. I'm kidding. No, but yeah, you're absolutely right. That was like, it was a fucking huge thing in the 80s. Legion of Doom, by the way,
will never be anyone like aesthetically cooler. Like it will not have.
I was editing. I don't want to say anything about it, but I was editing that video, and that team, they do a lot of Doomsday devices, and so it got me in the mood to watch some fucking Legion. Oh my god, bro, the Road Warriors were fucking something else. Those guys were like the definition of fucking meathead Graps. Just two dudes out there saying the dumbest fucking shit in their promos, going out there laying shit in,
wearing football shoulder pads with spikes on them,
and that's what it's all about. Okay,
that's what it is all about.
That's what the fucking business is all about.
Absolutely,
going out there and face paint with your boys and laying shit in.
Laying shit the fuck down.
Yeah. Oh, that's how you become a hair wrestler, all right? Hey, face paint. Let's throw a little bit of Mike Awesome, also known as the Gladiator, in there, all right? My fucking favorite thing. Mike Awesome has a match probably has multiple matches. He was facing Kanemaru in FMW, and he is known as the Gladiator. They announce him as the Gladiator. He has the face paint, but then he still has the Mike Awesome trunks on, so it says Awesome across his ass. It's so funny. That shit kills me every time. In that match though, he hits a fucking what's it called? The Razor's Edge, but he does it off the apron through it like a fucking Japanese table. Oh. Go watch some Mike Awesome matches.
Yeah. FMW, man. What a fucking promotion for like what they were doing, man. Yeah, like
I love FMW so goddamn much.
I feel like FMW is like when you've truly hit like you're a true wrestling geek. If you know how good FMW was, like that's when you know you
fucking up here. I have Hayabusa stuff.
Yeah.
Like just generally like 90s fucking deathmatch Japanese wrestling is
it's some of the best men's and women's. It's
bro.
Some of the best.
All those fucking like Hayabusa and Tanaka matches. Dude, there's Tanaka and Hayabusa have a match where Tanaka hits him with a sleeper suplex and Hayabusa lands like direct, not even like a little bit on his shoulder, directly on his head. So much so he was paralyzed for like 30 seconds. He said that in an interview. He was paralyzed for like 30 seconds. He couldn't move. And then he got feeling back in his limbs and he finished the match. He hits a fucking Phoenix Splash in that match. He eats shit. Like, he hits it and he just like so bad.
Bro.
That match is fucking. I need to edit that match. That match is incredible.
That is another person who just cannot like.
Bro, he hit more Phoenix Splashes where he hit, like ate shit than he actually hit them. Like just an insanely reckless wrestler. It came back to bite him in the end, obviously. But man,
for the time that prime, yes, man. Like, oh my god,
god damn, he's right there. Nope, right there. Fucking legend, dude. Fucking legend. I love Hayabusa so much.
Such a guy.
I need to get one of his masks, specifically his brown mask, dude. And there's that picture of him. He's got his arms crossed. He's in the black gear. He's got all the fucking scars like stitched up on his body. What a fucking wrestler, bro! Oh my god.
Like he's just
don't watch some Hayabusa matches too while you're at it. While you're watching Mike Awesome matches, watch some Hayabusa matches, bro. That shit was incredible. Anyways, are we done? Are we done rambling about Graps? Do you have anything else you want to talk about?
Do I have anything else I want to talk about?
Just generally. Doesn't have to be about AEW. Anything Graps?
No. I think that's all. It is getting to Forbidden Door. So I will be on Twitter acting like an absolute goofball whenever that first New Japan or CMLL or Stardom guest makes their presence known.
Well, did they already? They announced this in Newark, right?
The UBS Arena, yeah, I think.
Okay, yeah. Do we think MJF is coming back there?
That would be kind of crazy, but I don't think so. But if it were to happen,
the thing is, he always talked all that shit about.
Yeah, New Japan. Yeah.
Obviously, he was in character. I don't think he was like actually. I don't think he's actually like against New Japan. But it would be, it would be kind of weird. But
I mean, he uses the Fujiwara armbar. Like he knows good hoops.
Yeah.
I
miss Max. I tweeted out that earlier.
Yeah.
I actually miss Max. Like, there was the point there where I was like, I was so tired of him that I overcorrected. But I miss Maxwell Jacob Freeman on my television. Like a fully locked in, ready to go MJF.
For some reason, I had like whenever I took my nap earlier, I did have a dream of coming back after this world title match, and it was so odd. Like it was cool. It was odd. Yeah. Like
that, actually,
it was
well, kind of.
I can't. No. I don't remember if it was that match or if it was the Danielson match. But I just remember where everything went black and then his music played. I was fucking crazy. Oh my god! If he were to come back right here, it would be crazy.
MJF coming back, because like in kayfabe, he hasn't resigned.
Yeah.
So like him coming back at Dynasty makes sense, but also like him coming back to like not even say like I'm gonna face you at Double or Nothing, but like just him coming out at the end of the show, making it like staking his claim like I'm gonna get my way to where I earn that shot at you. Because you know the rankings are back in AEW, guys. I don't know if you guys know that because they don't talk about it ever, but it should matter. So like let him wrestle up to Double or Nothing. The thing is, I guess it wouldn't be hard. He could do that as a heel.
Yeah, he definitely could. All
right, well. MJF is facing Swerve at Double or Nothing. Confirmed. Graps podcast.
Confirmed.
Thank you guys for watching the Graps podcast. Hope you guys like it. My mic isn't working this time. Let's go.
Let's go.
Later.